Y'all, I can't believe that it's already December the 1st, and what another great day of checking out some camps in Fallout 76. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 camps that got submitted to our Discord. So if you are a builder in Fallout 76 and you would like to submit your builds, or you're just someone that likes to talk to other Vault dwellers on your trip throughout the Wasteland, maybe ask some tips or anything like that, make sure to check the description out below to join Vault 645. But y'all sit back, relax, and let's talk about these builds. Now, taking home the 5th place spot this week, we have the Akuras with their Hemlock Grove, and this quaint little cabin in the Skyline Valley is something that is filled with merges and honestly stuff that I did not expect to see. And I think one of my favorite merges in this camp is the rolling up garage door that they have merged into the glass wall so that when they wake up they can have some natural light coming into the room. And I had to go back at first when I opened up the video because the interior was designed out of supports, and I can only imagine how long that took to line up. And I really like the lighting at this camp and how they have this camp decorated on the interior. Amazing job this week, y'all, and can't wait to see what you come up with next. Now in 4th place this week, we have Mystery Moonlight with their Sudden Outpost, and it looks like the Blue Ridge Caravan has been busy expanding into different parts in Appalachia, and I love the story that's being told here and this scrappy camp design. Now, I love everything about this camp, the different rooms, the different concepts. I generally can't pick a favorite one of these rooms, but when we were talking, the judges and I, the kitchen is the thing that everybody kept coming back to, and I really do like what Mystery did with this kitchen. Now, I do worry about one thing with this camp. You see, the Brotherhood of Steel are always after some technology, and hopefully they don't come by to try to acquire this. But like I said before, I love camps with a story. They are simple, they are complex at the same time. Just little tales that you can tell while you're in the Wasteland or just by someone coming by your camp. Absolutely amazing job, Mystery. Now, coming in 3rd place this week, we have Sorrow with their camp that is just a memory, and this is such a pleasant and quaint little town that Sorrow has built, and it kind of reminds me of the town of Perfection from the movie Tremors, because it's a small location with not a lot of there, but with all of the merges that Sorrow has put in, and with all of the locations and everything fitting exactly where it seems like it needs to fit, it seems like there's a story being told there. And they always say stories are interpreted by the reader and the viewer, and to me it's talking about how there's not a lot of time in the Wasteland and how our time in the world or in the Wasteland is a finite object and how everything turns into a memory. But it's what we do with our time in the Wasteland to make it a better place that really sets it forward, because someone's going to move into these locations that Sorrow has built, and they are going to be well off, because I mean, look at the interior of this place, look at the exterior. This is such a well-designed town. Thank you so much for sharing this with us, Sarah. Keep up the amazing work, bud. Now in 2nd place this week, we have Moonlight Cowboy with their Overflow Falls build. And I don't know about you, but when I saw the start of this video and saw the location, it made me excited and wanted to know more about this build. And I love how Moonlight added a ladder that goes from the house to the dock, and it's such a great add-on and makes it more immersive. This camp is one that you have come to expect from Moonlight Cowboy, and it's so well decorated and really does have that clean, modern feel in a scrappy post-apocalyptic wasteland. I love the lighting and the design in this camp, and as Fuzzbrain mentioned in the team chat, the pipes give it a hipster industrial feel, and how it really works for this build. I can only imagine how hard it was to build around those pipes. The fact that builders can build things like TVs and traditional modern things in a house like this blows my mind, because you know that the developers had no idea what folks would come up out there in the Wasteland. Amazing job, Moonlight. Congrats on taking the number 2 spot this week. Now, before we get in here and talk about the honorable mention and the number 1 spot, I want to give a huge thanks to everyone who entered this week. And as you can see on the screen, we had 10 entries this week, and it means the world to me that y'all are helping keep the top 5 series alive and kicking. And like I always tell y'all, whether you're PlayStation, whether you're Xbox, whether you're PC, always submit your camps, because you never know on a given week that your camp actually may take the number 1 spot or place in the top 5. And thanks everyone so much for doing so much on the judges panel. We have Silver Bunny, Stabby, Yeah Bear, Ruby, and Fuzzbrain helping out keep this top 5 series alive. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all do. But let's get into here and finish the video. Our honorable mention this week is Mermaid with their camp that is designed around a waterfall in Skyline Valley, and to me this is one of my favorite camps this week, and it really does stand out to me on how Mermaid has designed this camp in such a great location. I don't know if you know about me, I love stories, but I love sceneries. Even though I'm not a fan of heights, I do love looking over mountaintops and stuff like that, and I love taking photos in the wasteland, so having a camp built in this location is one that I absolutely love. Mermaid did a great job with the height level of this, because at the surface level you really wouldn't notice it was there until you got right up on it. They did such a great job with the lighting and the decorations at this camp, and honestly I feel bad for the judges. The competition each week is so fierce, I really do feel bad for them having to put numbers next to all of these camps. But yeah, definitely check this out in the description below. I think you'll love this video. Now taking home the #1 spot this week is Mr. Kif D with their Altanova Wine Camp, and I love that this camp is built into a pre-existing structure, and I love to see when builders take a little bit of that extra difficulty challenge on making a camp work like this. The judges talked about how hard it is to build in this location, and they all agreed that Kif D did an amazing job with taking on that challenge. They also talked about how this camp really does feel lived in, and how a lot of camps that have tried to build in this location seem out of place, but how this camp seemed to be an exact fit for the location, and how the decoration seemed like it was placed exactly how it should be. Ruby mentioned her favorite part about this immersive build was that they used the garden archway and the generator propeller, and how well those two things work together. The exterior is something amazing to behold, but my Lanta, when you step foot inside of the interior, that will knock your socks off. Everything about this camp is so well done, from the lighting, the decorations, and the merges. Amazing job, Kif, and congrats on taking home the #1 spot this week. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out, and let us know in the comments section below which camp is your favorite out of these submissions. Thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support. Y'all have a great and wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love ya.